The city of Chico is a town filled with history and an ever-growing population of students attending the local California State University. Old fads have been catching the attention of these students because some people in the Chico community sustain the vintage culture of the town. People like the owners of MADT Records and ITEL Imports, located in downtown Chico on the corner of 4th and Main Street, have stood the test of time. Being in business for 30-plus years, these two owners have acknowledged the declined interests of their business and embraced trends in popularity of modern and vintage culture.
As far as records go, yeah, kind of like in the early 2000s was the bottom point, and since then it's kind of been a steady upswing, and it's been consistently good maybe the last 5 or 6 years where records seem to be cool.
I mean, we opened in 1983, and back then, college students were probably my best business, and it's probably the same today. But Chico's just always been a town with a lot of youth, and we've always had a lot of products that appeal to youth, and so I've always done well with them. I can't really say it's done better over the years. It's been steady over the years. Things are just like incense, sage, beads are popular, a lot of beaters. The tapestries always sell well when students come back into town, you know, for their new rentals or their dorms or wherever. The crystals and the rocks are really popular. That's something that we've only really gotten into the last 5 years or so. But with the youth, with the students, but also with everybody.
Like I deal with used records and new records, and the used records really go quickly, and the new records go pretty quickly. I don't really want to get into anything I don't know, and the music is about the only thing that I really feel confident with.
We interviewed students on the local campus to ask why this culture has such an impact on students and youth.
I think people are not just using like the records as like a way to, you know, listen to music that came out at this time, but I think it's also a way to like express themselves, whether it is just like designing their wall or, you know, having a collection of their favorite artists. The artwork is unlike a lot today. Most people don't care too much about artwork. Some people do, but the artwork back then was part of the album. And being up in Chico is nice because a lot of places conserve the culture very much. There are at least 3 record stores that I can think of off the top of my head, and all of them do a great job in having many variety.
I mean, the tapestry behind me, I received a while ago. I got from a store in downtown Chico, and I believe it's tapestries in general, or this design is just kind of a sort of individualistic expression.
The impact small vintage marketplaces like ITEL Imports and MADT Records have on the local youth and students will forever remind them of this culture that these stores gave legacy to.
Size of Chico, it's big enough to keep it going and small enough to still feel pretty intimate, I guess. I like living here, so I can't think of any other place I'd rather live.